Going to be a free tarot question live. Just gonna clear the energy. We're just gonna wait for people to enter the room. I think it's been a couple weeks since we've done a free questions. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive coach. If your question, or sorry, if you're curious about how I became a reader and my side quest stories, go ahead and check out the other playlists. I had something else in my mind. What was it? I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. I feel like that did not... Please double tap to like the video, helps boost it where it needs to go. Thank you, thank you. We do have a couple of moderators that volunteer their free time. Our main one is Brandon. Polly, I haven't seen on here in a bit, but I am looking for more moderators. So if you're consistently here, might make you a moderator. We shall see. A general, hi, New Love 1697. For sure, for sure. I guess today it's just gonna be about you. General, show me New Love 1697. Two of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups. Six of Cups. Hi, Sid Heart 5291. Kajal EAS6Q. The High Priestess. Well, someone's definitely thinking of you. You could probably feel it in the energy. Do you know this about yourself, New Love? Your spiritual gifts are coming online. You have the tools to manifest what you want. However, you might be going about it in a way that's not benefiting you. And so if you feel blocked from a dream or something that you want, it's because it's not in alignment and it's how you're going about it. I talk about this a lot with manifesting. The way things come in is not always in our control. And it's better to attract and not chase, right? I would highly recommend checking out your human design chart to see what kind of manifester you are so that you can use it to your benefit. Yeah. Keep pay attention to what people are doing and not what they're saying at this time. Yeah, until we finish her reading, or their reading. You might want to pop your question back in, because sometimes the chat can get flooded. So for you, the way your manifestations will come in, it's not going to be like a big boom. It all has everything to do, I'm hearing earth energy. So discipline, consistent effort. But what you want is very obtainable. Okay, Sarah 789. Who is good for marriage? Where can I see the chart you said? I would Google, or whatever search engine that you use, human design generator. And that will tell you a good gist. You don't even need to hire anyone, so forget that. There's free information out there. And that's what I did. And when I figured that out, it made things a lot more smoother. Sometimes I forget and I try to go a different way, but everybody is unique. So it's just like a birth chart generator where you put in your birthday and whatever, and it can tell you even where in your chakras. How would you explain it? I think for me, it's the sacral. So the more I focus on my sacral chakra and sacral chakra health, like even like stretching out my hips. I know that sounds weird, but you would be surprised how our human bodies have a lot to do with how we manifest, right? All right, I gotta get back into the energy. My guides told me this was a good time to jump on for free questions, and now the chat is flooded. So who is good for marriage? Abashek or Dishant? I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. You're welcome. Yes, you'll have to check back in and let us know, like, what kind of manifestor you are. Because it can change the game. You're a new subscriber. Welcome in. Show me who is good for marriage. A or D? Queen of Swords. Okay, that's funny. Queen of Cups. The one that pisses you off. Apparently, this person is meant to be in your life to help you communicate. They would be a better marriage partner. The person that's at a distance, get like pushed to the Queen of Swords. And you know, we don't talk about this enough about like, this keeps coming up in patterns with love readings recently because people tend to date out of convenience. But let's be real. Let's be real. How often does that happen in a happy way? It's very rare. It's very rare. And like, you know, we kind of think about like back in the day when the internet wasn't available, people would link up and date from their high school or their hometown. Things have changed. And apparently our brains have not adapted to that. So when we see someone that we're attracted to or that we like that is farther away, if there's a will, there's a way. You just have to be willing to do it. So there is a call for balance in the situation. They're not giving me A or D. They're saying you would know who this is. It's the person that kind of upsets you, that you guys are very honest with each other to the point where it can be emotionally triggering, and one being at a distance would be an issue. You're welcome, you're welcome. All right, since the chat is kind of flooded, I'm gonna see who my guides want me to grab and snag next. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, number 9. I'm a life path 9. Tell me about my political career in the future. Show me this person's political career in the future. What do they need to know? The Star, the Tower. Wow. A dime a dozen is what I heard. Heard shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Who sings that? Is that Rihanna? Hi, Kajal EAS6Q. I appreciate that. 5 of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups. The Sun. King of Swords. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Well, it's gonna go great. You do have like some conflict. So I don't know, like King of Swords is kind of an attorney. They're an expert at what they do, higher authority, and they know what the heck they're talking about. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a sword. However, there's things being exposed, as we all know. We're all witnesses to this life experience, right? I don't need to tell you, right? Oh, oops. Not the boob again. It may, actually, they're saying that's part of the message. There's something being exposed, and it might have to do with the people you work with and a group of friends. Can you tell me more? You have karma in Gemini, apparently. King of Wands, the Magician, Judgment. Wow. These are great cards. Wow. You're going to meet someone if you haven't already. So I know you're talking about career. Boy, it's going to lead you. Wow. I'm getting chills. We've only been 12 minutes in, and this is like an amazing reading. May I ask what you do? Because it looks great. Who was that? Oh, Sarah 3346. Tell me about my political career in the future. Very promising. Very promising. Kajal. I don't recommend flooding the chat. I would wait till I'm like done with the reading. I am a politician now, preparing for bureaucracy, political turmoil in the near past. Want to contest election. Yeah, I think something is going to be exposed to your benefit, and it might even eliminate the competition. They said rewrite. Okay. Latoya 255. No worries. No worries. Next actions towards Kajal. Page of Cups. The Hermit. The Hanged Man. King of Pentacles. Their next actions. An opportunity to connect. If you don't work with this person, this could be possibly building with this person. They got control issues, but they want to offer something. It's a small offer. It could be an apology. But if you guys haven't been in connection, or there's been emotional distance or whatever. I think that will change. However, I would be careful because I don't think they're completely honest. And it might have to do with more about being honest with themselves. We always talk about the Knight of Wands as a player, but can we also talk about how it can represent someone's nervous system? Tarot readers, I don't feel like mention that. We always say player tendencies, but we question why we have strong chemistry with someone. So it might be a call for you to look at what you need to heal, the Hermit. Like, yes, tarot can show like people's actions, but ultimately each represents like a spiritual experience. And there's really no getting away from that. So I always like to talk about how you can do the work. Does that make sense? You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so curious to see how that plays out for you. Vibing Life 22. What are Buddy? B-U-D-D-I. What are their next plans with me in love? Why is the live lagging? I don't know. Probably the Schumann resonance. I have no control over that. Hold on, Phantom Punk. You might have to pop that in again. Vibing Life 22. What are B's next plans with them in love? The Lovers. The Knight of Cups. Pursuing. Courting. Pursuing. Oh, there might be communication or the want and need, I don't know why they're wording it that way, to talk about a higher level of commitment. I don't know if you guys have already gone through that cycle, but Judgment would say reconciliation or a repeat of something. There is a lot of anxiety about it. I would try to get away from that feeling. Looking at your attachment styles. And this will be like a series of events too. $777 is significant. 444. 999. I used to love the Lovers card. Now it drives me crazy. Phantom Punk 0072. Silly question, but may I have a reading on if the girl I was working with intentionally bending over in front of me to get my attention? Or was it just nothing? Let's see, what were this girl's intentions? Was she flirting? Or was it just nothing? King of Pentacles in reverse. The Tower. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, they were presenting an opportunity. You see? Okay, that's just so funny. That's so funny to me. She did it like 3 times and I had to move my head. Figured. The Hanged Man. They want you to see them in a different way, maybe, outside of work. That's what they were suggesting. Too funny. Light 7. Hi, Latoya 255. I've seen you pop in. May I have general, whatever comes out for me to know about. Latoya, what do they need to know? Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands comes out kind of defensive to me. King of Cups. Page of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Tower. Okay. Well, you have like love options around you. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, or if you're holding back from love for whatever reason, but they're there. I peeped at least 2 males, if not a couple pages. 2 of Cups, King of Swords. Okay. Slow down with the messages. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but I collaborate pretty often with Miriam and Heather, who is also known as Woke One's channel. They just posted a video about Odysseus and Calypso. I would highly recommend go check that out and see how that is impacting your love life. And I learn a lot of astrology through them. I've been going to Miriam's channel for years when it was known as Point Your Compass. I've had both of my kids do their birth chart readings with her a couple times. I get one every single year. And now that we're friends, now it's almost like a, I don't know, almost like a, just like an astrology chat that we do one-on-one every now and then. But they do astrology talk, I think about like once a week. And so you can learn how to plug it in yourself for free. Free information. Very useful, but it could give you some insight on how to navigate your love life. All bad cards? No card is bad. It's really how they lay out. And cards just tell a story. And it depends what card is next to what, you know. I'm not much of a spread reader. It depends what's going on in my life. But for the most part, you'll see that I'm kind of a chaotic reader. And the way my guides work with me, where they fall is where they want to fall. Or wherever I put them. You're learning about how to discern love. So instead of being chosen, you're actually supposed to be the one choosing. Those new love people you see. Oh yeah. No, it's not bad. It's just you got options. And I don't know, your storyline is that you're supposed to go through this experience so that you are choosing. The King of Cups is actually a great card to have because it says that you're in control of your emotions. With the Knight of Wands, I think you've been through that experience already with like player tendencies, player energy, and kind of feeling how it feels to you in your nervous system and then making a choice based on that decision. 5-6. That would equal success. They said that you're going to feel it in your solar plexus. And when I was going through, gosh, it was like a few years ago, and I was still going through my divorce, the body knows before the mind can comprehend. That's what I always say. But when he was disempowering me, I could feel like a tug in my stomach. And these things are very subtle. So you really want to pay attention to like what your body is feeling when you're interacting with people and dating and whatever. Don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. Don't think that you're just having a stomach ache or what the F was that? It's your chakras reacting to an energetic exchange. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I hope that helps. Yeah, it was the craziest experience because this was like, I knew about chakras, but I was still kind of understanding like how I interpreted it. And I have a lot of karma in my communication and in Gemini. And so being able to communicate my feelings has been very interesting. And that all started with honoring what my body was telling me, what my intuition was telling me. Who did I miss? What lovely EP. What would O's actions be after I reach out to him? What are their actions if this person reaches out to him? Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Well, I see reciprocal communication, the Sun, the Tower, the Page of Swords, the World. They're looking on how to end a cycle. They've been watching you, even if they haven't been the one to speak first, if that's the situation. I keep emphasizing the Page of Swords. The Chariot. Five of Cups. The Five of Swords. King of Wands. They feel incompetent. Let me just say that. A little immature. They tend to have a pattern of going about love in a more sexual way, a more lusty way. They're attracted to you for sure. Six of Cups in reverse. You or this other person has been through some, they said interesting trauma. I don't know what that means, but maybe that's something that you need to talk about with them to kind of better understand who they are as a person. I don't like that. The boobies. I'm gonna get canceled on YouTube, you guys. Dang it. I thought these cards were gonna be okay. I might have to switch to another deck. But I love this one so much. Lucky Low Fairy. Is Hasa serious about them? Is Hasa serious about them? Three of Pentacles. That's tangible. It's like the starting of a connection. Five of Pentacles. They'd like to get out from the colds or any like not warm fuzzy feelings. I heard energetic bank account. Like, I don't know, maybe this person is depleted. Seven of Wands. So if they've been defensive, it's because they're imbalanced. So it's not that they're not serious about you. They just don't have the greatest way of showing it. I was talking about this with my mentor on like relationships and what makes a successful relationship and what is the cause of divorces. And she was telling me this story about how she talked to a divorce judge who is like doing this for like 30 plus years or whatever. And they said from what they've seen that a lot of marriages and relationships fail based on external circumstances with your friends, your family, your social circle, but also your immediate needs. And so there's something about that there, him needing to get his needs met first, which, you know, you can't even show up in a love connection correctly unless you do that. I just, Oh, that's cute. Yeah. I wouldn't say that they're not serious about you. I just think they have some patterns that they need to work through. Get balanced again. Stubborn and secretive a lot. Jazzy Bella, when will the person on my mind possibly break silence? I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna answer your question because I know you've been in the chat before. Welcome in. Welcome back. But I'm gonna be honest, you guys. The way time has been feeling, I don't know if tarot is the greatest for that, but I'll damn near try. We're kind of going through parallel timelines right now. When will the person on Jazzy Bella's mind possibly break silence, if ever? The Empress. Wow. Oh man, see, she's got a boobie too. I just can't win, man. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Tower, the Sun, Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, the Hierophant, oof, Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, put that on her boob. Sorry you guys, I'm a child. 6, 7, 8. When they walk away from something. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there's another person in their life, but there's someone in their energetic sphere. Feels like a relationship from the past. I also see healing family issues, but there will be back and forth communication. What I would do if I were you is to sit back in Empress energy. And I can't hide her tit. And receive. I know you asked when, but it really depends on their actions. Like I said, parallel timeline. Since Scorpio energy is kind of prominent, I would say maybe October, November. I would very much work on your Empress energy, your yin. Practice self-care. I would look at your Venus placements, how you take care of yourself so you can be in an energetic attraction to kind of close out cycles. I'm assuming this is in regards to love. I see a reconnection though. I also heard Halloween party, so I don't know. There might be something significant there. You're welcome. Venus in retrograde in October. Oh, really? I can't confirm if you're wrong or right because I'm like focused on other transits right now. I was like, we got 2 eclipses. Pluto goes in direct in October. What else? We have the Saturn retrograde, which ends in December. We're still in the energy of Barbo's basket. There's a lot going on, you guys. Wow, astrologer claims October 30th. Yes! Yes, manifest that. I try my best to get timing right in tarot, but when I say a month, sometimes it's not like the year that you think, like within this year, but maybe. You never know. I would say like a lot of cycles are closing out. A lot of them. That makes me excited for you. That's kind of why like a lot of our souls are yearning for answers and like, I'm so sick of this. That kind of feeling. Yeah, me too. Me too. I cannot pronounce your username, but it says, hey, new subscriber. I want to know Lewis's current feelings for me. Seven of Wands. Interesting. Page of Pentacles. Their current feelings, they feel defensive, but they're thinking about a memory, if not an argument or a fight. And it's kind of forcing them, Three of Swords, kind of forcing them to look at themselves and their patterns, and they don't like that. And that's why they're acting like this. Four of Swords, they're healing. They haven't given up on this connection, but I'm not gonna lie, they're not in the greatest energy. They might even be going through like a little bit of depression or avoidance. Kind of choosing things out of their own ego to support themselves. I would kind of leave them alone. It's not that there's not a real connection there, but this person feels like they're going through a test. They're kind of fighting off love, to be honest, but love does exist. I had a Vedic astrologer nail exact date of contact, but he no longer is in business. Oh, really? Who is he? Is he well known? I only lean like on a few astrologers, to be honest. Like the last year, I've been really simplifying my network in my life because it's just been so repetitive. And then I feel like there's a lot of tarot readers and astrologers and creatives out there that are stealing other people's ideas and work, and it happens often to me. So I've just been kind of protecting my energy. Not gonna lie. The military isn't treating him right, it feels. Oh, really? I feel bad for him. That sounds about right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Dang, no, what happened to my boy? Yeah, they're going through a lot. Am I channeling? Hey, like 9. Does Kay love me? Do they love PHI? Anana? Anana. I like that. 2 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, oops. What did I do? Stop it. I put retouch on, but I didn't mean to. That's not necessary. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse. The Hanged Man. Nine of Swords. Eight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Three of Cups. The Sun, the Tower. Yes, but... Yes, but... This person struggles to love themselves. And so if there hasn't been like a union or a committed partnership, or it's not going the way you want it to go, it's because there's necessary healing that needs to happen. This could have already been exposed to you. Like, I'm getting like anxious. Ugh, makes me want to roll my shoulders. This person stress you out? They could have a lot of friends, or you guys met through friends or mutual friends or something. They feel kind of stuck to their circumstances. But it's not that love doesn't exist between you two. I think they're just struggling to start something up with anyone, not just you. And so if you felt like this person was juggling you and had options, I don't know if they would interpret it like that, because it feels like a connection that never truly got off the ground. I'm sorry. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but it's not even your lane to handle, right? It sucks when you love someone that like can't show up for you. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. You're welcome. Definitely check out your Venus placement to put that love back in yourself so that you can be in receive mode, and that reflection should show up in your outer world, even if it's not this person, you know? Mermaid star, just because I like mermaids. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Will I be in a relationship soon? Will this person be in a relationship soon? Timeline for relationship, what do they need to know? Ace of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Are you sure you're ready to be in a relationship? Because you feel kind of defensive. Like, I get some kind of like traumatic memory or experience that kind of makes you push back a little bit. Ten of Swords in reverse. That's good. Knight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords. I don't recommend online dating for you. You're not that kind of person. The way love is going to show up for you. Gosh. No Tinder, no. What do the kids use these days? Plenty of Fish. What do they use? Bumble. What was that other one? Ugh. Someone name them out. Someone name them out. Oh, man. Finally, the Ace of Cups. But with who? Oh, really? I heard if you're a bird, I'm a bird. Here's my recommendation for you. To make you less confused about who to choose and if you're even ready for love, I would cut out all ties with anything of the past. Don't let them come back. Don't let them come back. If you need closure from someone, go get your closure. But I would not leave any lines of open communication with any exes or anyone that you know is interested in you that you won't give the time of day. Because love is trying to come in, but you are not, it shows that you're not necessarily ready. You're also being led in a direction that feels creative. It feels like something that you like doing, enjoying doing. Why are they showing me like someone that shadows someone? Like they showed me like an artist painting, and then there was someone in the back watching them do it, and then they showed me a barber and an assistant. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to be a cosmetologist, so I was a hairstylist, and I did that for a bit. But they're telling me the story of G. Morez. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but I believe he grew up in France, and then he opened up a salon and then created a bunch of chain salons in Washington, and they're usually in or by a Nordstrom. I don't know why that's significant, but maybe it has something to do with admiration, being amused to someone, or someone being amused to you, or something like that. It feels like a common interest. That was interesting. Interesting. We're already 47 minutes in. What's the name of the deck? I unfortunately don't know. I wish I knew. This isn't mine and I didn't buy it. It is pretty though. You're welcome. I'm hearing that you're a siren, mermaid star. So you attract a lot. You got lots of, you know, a lot of people confuse sexual energy with creative energy, but it comes from the same place. And so when you balance that out within yourself, you'll see a change. So I would get in touch with yourself and your hobbies and your interests so you can manifest this in, and also block out anyone and everyone that has to do with the past or any people that you're not interested in. Don't give them an opportunity to shoot their shot because it's just going to be a waste of time, is what they're saying. I hope so. Ooh, oh really? Is that the Leo sign? Sometimes I mix up my symbols. Hello, Allie. How's it going? Yagmir the First. Hey, you've been in here before. Yeah, my love life is complex. I feel that. The life of a siren, right? They're giving me a John Mayer, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Which is funny because my first serious boyfriend, he sent me that song, which was ridiculous. He was like a total player. I just didn't know it at the time. Yeah, I've been here before. How was the retrograde? Which one? It's been rough. It's been rough, I'm not gonna lie. I'm grateful, but this has been the largest timeline jump I've ever been through, and I can't even talk about it yet. But if you guys have seen the community posts, I have posted a few projects that I'm working on. Third House Market is an eBay store where I've been selling vintage decks, so if you're interested in tarot collectibles, go check that out. We'll also be listing other goodies as time goes on and eventually adding affiliates. I got my eye on a tarot maker, and she created a deck that's like a scavenger hunt. It was really cool. And then we're also working on a third house collective. So I have applications open for other tarot readers, healers, and astrologers, like-minded people that want to jump on a live discussion. And also the Signature of Us scans, which is Miriam's product. So they are her astrology formulas, and I'm a big believer in her work and her methods. And if you're curious about the person you're dealing with, if they're a twin flame, karmic, or soulmate, that would be the way to go. She can get it done very quickly. I know that she's had to like kind of block out time in her books, but she will get to you when she gets to you. And man, she sent me a few to me. I did a past life reading on my oldest son's dad. That was very enlightening. I got one for myself, and then I had another one with a friend. All very accurate. Yagnir the first, don't know. We have more than one every month, right? I know. Can't keep up. I try my best, but, you know, I also gotta live life. As much as astrology and tarot is my lifestyle. Hello, 16. Is Z obsessed or focused on me? No contact. Show me Mary. Who is Z? Are they obsessed or focused on Mary? Oof. Why are the cards getting difficult? Show me Mary and Z. Grace happens daily. Hey! You've commented before. Am I correct? Yeah, sometimes if the chat gets flooded, I might not see it. And so, let me get to Mary. And you'll have to pop in again. The Lovers. Strong connection. Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Hanged Man. Five of Pentacles. I heard crossing the thresholds. The Hermit. King of Swords. Four of Swords. I don't see obsession, but I do see feelings. I see them healing. I see them going within. I don't see them dealing with anybody else, actually. I actually think you're going to get communication from this person at some point. Yeah. Yup. This person is single, if you're wondering. Just taking a break, taking time to themselves. That's great. Grace, I don't see your comment anywhere. Are you still in here? I'm gonna wait for Grace because I know she's been in. Mary, I rejected him in the past. He took it so badly. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely healing from that. B. Smith 9090. Thank you, thank you. Baby Grace popped out. So we're gonna go to B. Smith. And then we'll get to Butterfly, if I remember. Ah, Grace! Okay. Grace, what is your question? You're welcome, you're welcome. Please don't make me scroll. Can you pop in your question? Once I start scrolling, I get discombobulated, and I'd like to focus on the energy. Let me write this down while we're waiting. We got Grace, Butterfly, wants a general. B. Smith, Leo's thoughts. Cam, E, gonna message. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all I can do because our moderator is probably not available. Grace asked if E had feelings for Grace. Hey, Grace, you have a crown. That means you're consistently here. That's cool. We appreciate you. Does E have feelings for Grace? And if he is going to reach out? Queen of Pentacles. You see how is it a bunny? I think it's a bunny. A bunny is nuzzling their neck. Justice. 7 of Swords. The Lovers. Why? Ace of Cups. Oh man, they've been avoiding you. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last forever. I do see communication coming in eventually. Eventually. Apparently it's being blocked because they want you to focus on something else. Your stability, your money. You got bigger things going on, they said. However, very strong connection. This person could have been running from their feelings, but they do find you attractive. Oh, wow. King of Wands. There it is. Yeah, I see unexpected communication coming from this person once they balance themselves out. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. You also got options, just FYI, but you're going to have to discern. Discern. He's a big avoidant. Man. There's definitely a male avoidance epidemic. Have you guys seen it? It's like all over, everywhere I look. Butterfly. I can't even read my handwriting. General. Butterfly 3888. General reading for Butterfly. Haven't seen a male who is not avoidant yet. It's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. They can only run forever. And with Saturn retrograde, I'm really curious how that's going to play out for the avoidance. Highly recommend getting your shit together, guys. The Sun. You're welcome. I don't chase. No, we don't, do we? You're welcome, you're welcome. Kudos to you. Wheel of Fortune. Four of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Finding your tribe, your community. Getting in touch with your community. Looks like that would bring healing to you. Rest and recovery. Like, it kind of gives me, they keep showing me a church. Which I know not everybody goes to church, but it could be like a representation of finding peace in a place. Yagmir the First. Are they shooting the ones who are not avoidant or something? Why so violent? Why are you jumping to conclusions? No, but Saturn kicks ass. That's the planet of lessons. 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you want reciprocal connections. And so, like, it looks like you'll be making a decision for yourself based on how you feel in a group and healing that and going towards something new. Are you denying your feelings for someone or avoiding looking at something? Because I see a connection here. Five of Swords. I've had that term come up before with this card, Ghost of the Past. 9 of Swords. There's someone thinking of you heavily. Could have been in and out of your life for a long time, but they were always kind of consistent. Inconsistently consistent is what they're saying. I don't think you see this coming, even though the tower isn't here. Unless this already happened. They gave me so many cards for you. Just talking with guys randomly so far. I heard motion in the ocean, so there's one particular one that does that for you. Clarity. The Fool. Could be an Aries or an air sign placement. Doesn't have to be. Or a Leo. Yeah, you definitely got options. I see you having communication with someone that you had a falling out with. I don't think you're going to be too thrilled about it. But apparently it's to put you in the Emperor energy so that you feel empowered. That's good. That's good. That was a pretty good reading. Who was next? B. Smith? Was that what it was? Yeah, B. Smith. Leo's thoughts for B. Smith. Show me Leo's thoughts. You're so welcome. B. Smith, Leo's thoughts. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Defensive. I heard a song, but I don't even know how that goes, but basically along the lines that they feel like that they can't give you what you need. So they might come off kind of selfish, and they know that. I don't know if that's a topic that got brought up. LOL, my internet connection got cut off after revealing the secrets of male avoidant epidemic. I consider that divine protection from your guides, because that happens to me sometimes, and they'll always like use electricity and the internet and like stupid things, you guys. And so I would just surrender, just take it. And like as a messenger, we talk about this a lot as tarot readers, like sometimes we're not the messenger for everyone, and you kind of have to discern when someone is even ready to receive or hear you. Like it's not even up to us at all. Yagmar, you have to be careful. They can still hear the running away. Seriously, yeah. The World's in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. They're showing me the movie Catch Me If You Can, and I don't know why and why that's relevant. Maybe they like that movie. I don't know. Ace of Pentacles. Their thoughts, they moved too impulsively towards you. And so they have some kind of regrets about that. They wish that they showed up differently and you kind of mirrored that to them. They think highly of you. And look at the monkey. Look how the monkey's looking at the Empress. That's kind of how they see you. And you're just kind of like, eh. Yeah, get back to business. Yagmar, I'm gonna catch them all, Grace. Well, you are not next. We still got to finish this one, and it was... God, I can't read my handwriting. Who was that? Dang. Someone asked if they were gonna message. Who was that? Oh, Cam. I have like so many different types of ways of writing, you guys. Like my handwriting is rarely, if ever, the same. And so I have my chaotic handwriting, I have my professional handwriting. Sometimes my handwriting can look military. That movie is relevant? Is it? Is it? 10 of Cups. Queen of Wands. Yeah, they want to collaborate with you. And I like, gosh, I want to find another way to say that because I'm so sick of hearing that on YouTube tarot readings. They would like to collaborate with you, but that is what the Three of Pentacles basically is. It's like working together. It doesn't have to be like career job work, but working on the connection. Those are their thoughts, but they look at you highly. It's mostly them kind of feeling bad about themselves and them reacting a certain way that reflects that. So if that's been confusing to you, just know it has everything to do with them and not you. Like, I'm even getting like this person might get stomach issues because of the way that they suppress their emotions. Okay, sugarcane, I see you. But we're going to get to Cam first because he was on the list. So show me Cam. Is G going to message them? Is G going to message them? They want to do romantic, emotional business with you. Yeah. I wish there was like a shorter way to put it, but basically, is G gonna message Cam? The High Priestess. Ah, you guys have a spiritual, telepathic kind of connection. Is it driving you crazy yet? Okay, they want to point out the story of Persephone, and I assume that's who they chose to represent the High Priestess, which is funny because there was like a year where I was like not creating a deck, but I was making art illustrations of my interpretation of each card, and I also used her. Even though I'm pretty sure it was the Empress that has a pomegranate, but I also think a lot of the times the High Priestess is holding one. But the story of Persephone, it doesn't even involve a pomegranate. That's what's weird. I was like, when at what point did that change? But anyway, art is very symbolic. The story of Persephone, basically, she gets casted down to the underworld, and they don't really talk about her falling in love with Hades, but she basically becomes his wife, and there's like missing information in between, but one could argue that they did. But she was given a flower, and that flower was only supposed to be used for the underworld. So basically there was a negotiation between Hades and the higher gods that she would be able to come back to Earth for a certain amount of time and then have to go back down. And so there's something about that Greek mythology story that shows up in this connection. So to answer, yes, they will message you. It's just like, this is kind of the season that your connection is in. I would highly recommend like checking out your birth chart and seeing where the Persephone asteroid is to kind of give you more of an idea of how to walk through it. Ace of Wands. Yep, they will be writing you a message. Very confusing connection. You might even get like synchronicities and signs. So I don't know if you've been able to see it. I could help you see it. I am looking for a couple coaching members, just FYI. I think this time I'll only take on 1 to 3, but it's a 6-month program where I coach and mentor you. And I don't want to say transform your life, but you won't recognize yourself the same after it. I've had a couple people do a few rounds, and it's kind of crazy just how much has changed in their world. And I do use a lot of the methods and things I learned from other coaches and mentors that have helped me along the way. If you want to experience severe timeline jumping, highly recommend. If you're tired of repeating cycles, the Chariot in reverse, the Queen of Swords. There could be like an issue with transportation or distance or something like that. I also heard Jimmy rig. So it's almost like Jimmy rigging the connection because someone doesn't have what they need in order to move forward, something like that. But I do see messages, I do see communication. Sugar cane. All right. Please be respectful in the chat. I have low tolerance, and when people pull on my energy, it doesn't make me want to read for you. But I did say I was going to do it. But when we're in the middle of someone else's reading, try not to like pull on my energy, because it really does impact the reading. I'm very empathic and sensitive, and that's why I don't do these kind of lives very often. I want to give clear, concise messages. Anma, contact me. Simran, you're welcome. Cam. Yes, Mom. Hey, I'll take it. I am a mother. I do have a lot of mother energy. When will? Okay, so like I said, I don't recommend timing in tarot, especially right now with how much energy we're going through. But I'll try my best. I'll try my best. When will Anmal contact Sugarcane? King of Pentacles. Looks like they're getting themselves together. Two of Pentacles. Oh, when is that? I'm hearing Venus retrograde. Someone was just mentioning that. Whoever that was, can you pop in the date for Sugarcane? Because that seems significant. I was just talking about this with my mentor, and her belief is that with the Venus transit, there will be an upswing and a downswing. And so at some point, the connection is going to go back up. So if you guys haven't been in connection or no contact, I do see that changing. But a lot of this has to do with the imbalance in themselves. And so I do see change and transformation here. This person is manifesting you, or you're manifesting them, or both. It's giving me like a red string theory even. B. Smith. I'm sorry, my dad popped up randomly bringing me stuff. Hee hee, thank you for my reading. Oh, I'm glad you caught it at least. Yeah, I was really surprised on seeing you go live, Ali. You don't go often, so I wanted to hang out with you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Does anybody remember the Venus transit? When does it go retrograde? Because that would give the timing for Sugarcane. Is it October? I don't see this person giving up on you. Yes, they have feelings of love for you. Yes, they would want to show up for you. This person is single. I think you're in denial. You might want to understand each other's love languages, because the way they show up and the way they give love is not the same as you. And if you think that this is going to play out in your control, you might want to get used to the feeling of falling in love because there's some surrender involved. So I see you kind of like self-sabotaging a little bit, or even denying your feelings for them because you don't trust love enough to even receive it, if that makes any sense. What does card mean last? I want to say it's soon. I mean, October is really not that far away. In my opinion, time has been weird. Has anyone else been feeling that way? Like, some moments feel very slow, and then all of a sudden it picks up, and I can't even remember what I did yesterday. I do intend to do more free question lives. I do, but we're already 80 minutes in, and usually about an hour, and we had like a flood in the chat, which I'm happy about. I think I came on at a good time. I never really know when to jump on, so this kind of gave me an interpretation of like when my audience is available, I guess. So when did I jump on? Around like dinner time, 5 o'clock-ish. I wouldn't jump too far ahead, Sugarcane, but I do see the connection transforming and changing for sure. For sure. But thank you for everyone that joined in. If you're in need of a personal reading, go ahead and check out my links. Check out the community page for the recent projects of the eBay store if you're interested in tarot vintage collectibles. Also, if you're a reader yourself, we are taking applications and have an interview process to do live stream discussions. That is the Third House Collective, as well as Miriam's product, the Signature of Us series. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. Until next time. See ya.